Hey guys, we're
Come on and
here.
welcome.
It's week 7 that we're going to talk about going into week 8.
hmm
So,
Now you can tell me what episode this is.
I have no idea. But Steve had an eventful week. He was up shit creek, quite literally.
Yeah, a little bit of a sewage episode in my front yard, thanks to some tree roots and a blockage. It was not fun.
Yeah,
Um,
Steve was telling me that he was dealing with that in the midst of me messaging and alerting everybody to the fact that John won last week on a stat correction.
mhm.
So there you go, John. Uh,
Yeah,
Steve received those news while he was literally up shit creek, and he
yeah,
had no
really
paddle.
was an emotional double down. I had no paddle, but I did have a shovel that I was using to continue making that shit creek on its path to the storm drain. So the shit lake has been drained. The shit lake has been drained and flushed to the storm drain, as all shit lakes should have an exit.
I'm proud of you, Steve. You're really putting your best foot forward to deal with that. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a thing, and you take a shitty situation, metaphorically and literally, and you channel it elsewhere. So.
Well, at least you had football over the weekend.
I did have football. The Packers won. That can be a silver lining. Although I got completely blown out, but we'll get to my matchup in a little bit here.
there was
We're starting.
It was a crazy week, man. Just all
It
over.
was.
I
There's a
was
lot of weird
actually
shit going on.
very entertained by this weekend's slate of games, up and down. Even though there were some blowouts sprinkled in there, I think
The
the
morning
NFL,
slate kind of sucked, but
yeah, the
the
afternoon slate
afternoon and
delivered.
evening games were pretty solid.
Yeah, yep. And then unfortunately, the Monday night product was just a huge letdown, in my opinion.
Well, I thought the second game was pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with the Seahawks is like that was such a sloppy game. As like a neutral observer, you'd be like, okay, this is good defense or whatever.
Yeah,
But just the vibes in Seattle were just terrible because that during the game they lost a heartbreaker game 7 in the ALCS.
yeah, the
The
Mariners.
Mariners
Yeah,
lost, and just like after that moment, it was like halfway through the game. It's just like it's really hard to appreciate it. I saw someone like one fan comment like pretty much exactly how I felt watching the game. It was like this feels like when your grandma dies or your girlfriend breaks up with you and you're hanging out with the boys and you should be having a good time and your boys are having a good time, but you're just broken inside. That's basically what it
yeah,
felt like. It was just like
yeah.
I
That's
the Seahawks are like literally one of the best teams in the NFL right now, and I can't enjoy this because the Mariners are so tragic. It
it's hard
was
not to be romantic about baseball.
dude. The Mariners are a mess.
This is like the Mariners experience on steroids, right? Like
Yes,
usually they have the dignity to collapse on you,
during the
before the
middle of the
postseason.
season, yeah, and they
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
during the middle of the season they did. They were having a collapse, and then they just got hot, like super
But
white hot at the
they
end of the
righted the
season.
ship.
They had
Yeah,
that great series against the Astros in the middle of the season, or at the end of the season. Our
at
last
the end of the
series, we
season, yeah, to
swept
get
them.
really hot,
We basically
getting
ended
into
their
it.
season, knocked them out of the playoffs, and then we
Mhm.
clinched playoffs, and then the day later we clinched the 2 seed, and then we had the ridiculous 5 game with the historic game 5 in the ALDS with
Right.
the Detroit Tigers, and it was just all up and down, and then the ALCS goes the whole distance, and then George Springer just shit on us at the very end of the game. 8 outs to
Well,
go, 8 outs away from our first World Series in history, and who knows if we'll ever make it back. I saw so many delusional fans from other teams like the Braves and the Yankees and the Dodgers saying like, "You guys will be back. It's okay. You'll be there next year. You'll get them next year." I'm like, you don't understand. You don't
yeah, no,
understand.
that's not the Mariners
The
way.
the
This is
Mariners, like the owners of the team, they just don't spend money to be competitive,
Well, they
and
don't really care.
it puts this huge onus on the players to just like be generational, like be best of all time, like break records in order to overcome the shortcomings of the roster because ownership refuses to spend money. And these other teams that do open the pocketbook have ownership that actually want to be competitive are like, well, it'll be okay, you guys have a good solid core. And it's like, yeah, that's predicated on the assumption that they will pay the good guys and then
Right, which won't happen.
sign free agents. Because the issue with the Mariners was our
Well,
hitters.
they're a feeder team, right? Like that's the thing.
Essentially,
Historically, the Mariners are a feeder team
yeah,
for the East Coast teams that want to spend and ball out,
they didn't want
and
to.
LA,
Famously,
you
they
know.
didn't want to pay A-Rod, and he went
Right.
off and had a great career. And then famously, we didn't want to pay Randy Johnson, one of the greatest pitchers in the history of the sport, because we thought he might be too old. And he went on to have 4 Cy Young seasons after he left us. That went to
Hmm.
go be a Arizona Diamondbacks legend. Played for
Yeah.
it, and then same with Ken Griffey Jr. left and Ichiro Suzuki left. He went to
Yep.
other
Yep.
teams because it's the Mariners, and it's just that's tragically what the situation is, and that's why
So give me a
unironically.
year count on Cal.
Well, the thing is, I unironically at the beginning of the season was celebrating the Cal Raleigh contract as if it was our World Series because that's the only thing that Mariners fans can really hope for.
Hmm.
We don't sign our good players to lifelong contracts. We've done that with Julio and Cal, and those are the only 2 players really that they've committed to, which is great. It's good that they've actually
Good
done that.
core.
But the
Yeah.
problem is that they refuse to bring in good players, and we've seen them get rid of good players to bring in basically utility like platoon bats and aging veterans to replace them, and it doesn't work because they don't want to spend money on the hot free agent market. And baseball is a sport that doesn't have a salary cap.
So
So
you got to spend the money if you want to
you
win.
yeah, basically you're contending with other teams that are spending way over the luxury tax threshold and are just dumping
Yeah,
multi-millions of
dumping
dollars
tons and tons and
into
tons of money
luxury
in.
tax just to
Yeah,
have the best
absolutely.
players in the world, which is what the
Well, and like,
LA
why
Dodgers are
not?
doing and what the Mets are
Why
doing.
not do that? Right? Like,
Exactly.
if you have the money to do it,
But
like, if you care about winning, at least.
the thing is,
But that's not the NFL.
I think next season the union's contract is being renegotiated, so there might be a holdout, and I'm hoping that baseball installs a salary cap. I think that's the next step after changing the size of the bases, implementing the pitch clock, and then next season they're also having the ABS system where they can challenge pitches out of the zone and stuff.
Mm.
So
Hmm.
that will be very good for the sport, but baseball has got a ways to go. I think it's still one of the most popular sports in the world. But anyway, thanks for attending our baseball podcast about the Mariners.
Your baseball podcast about the Mariners. Speak for yourself.
Yeah, it's like you said last week. It's good to be a
I'll
fair
give you
weather
some.
fan because you're like, oh
Yeah,
shucks,
well,
that sucks. Whereas I've been
yep.
watching way too much
Oh
Mariners
well.
baseball.
I mean, I got the chance to see a historic game in a historic season this year, and as like kind of a fair weather Mariners fan, that's more than I can ask for.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
cool.
mean, hopefully they'll be back next year, but we'll see. Anyway, that's
Yeah,
enough about the Mariners. Let's talk about our fantasy football matchups.
yeah. Let's indeed. And we're starting, of course, with Trevor and Casey.
Yeah, Trevor and Casey. Start off, Steve. So, what do you
Holy
guys say about this?
fuck, Bo Nix. Holy fuck, Bo Nix. That's what I got to start off saying about. Like, man, and this all came so fast, too. Like, Bo Nix was having an absolutely pedestrian game for 3 quarters, and then kind of just went absolutely bananas.
He was having a horrible game. I was about to light Casey up about his quarterbacks this week, but then in the fourth quarter, the Giants gave up 33 points. 33 points. And they
Absolutely bananas.
still won. This was actually a generational loss. In similar
that's crazy.
situations, where a team is up that much, going into the fourth quarter, I think it was 26-8 with 5 minutes to go.
Mm-hmm.
Historically, 1,602 previous games where this was the case, the team won. That was up at that moment. In this game, they lost. The Giants lost that game for the first time. If you think about how many seasons of football has to be played,
literally 100 years.
It's 100 years of football games.
It's like on average, it's 100 years of football. I mean, maybe even a little more, honestly, on average, considering that there was a 14-game season up until like the 50s.
Regardless,
so
the fans at that game.
This is a historic loss.
Yes, it is. It is literally generational. That word is thrown around a lot. This is a once in a generation event for people who witnessed that game.
This is a once in all of football event at this point. This is the one time this has ever happened.
So a number of things had to go wrong for the Giants here in order to set up this epic collapse, right? So it's in the fourth quarter, and Bo Nix drives down the field, and then they score, and it's like 5 minutes to go, and this is when they had their 8 points or whatever it was. Then Jackson Dart is backed up in his zone and immediately throws a bad interception. Cam Skattebo gets blocked by, I think, Jeffrey Simmons, and he kind of like falls down or like trips or something. Like he gets beat basically, and then Dart steps up in the pocket and basically steps like on Cam Skattebo. It's hilarious, and then just throws a duck right at the defender. So immediately gives the ball back. Not good. Still survivable though.
Right, because it's 26-8 at this point, but
then they immediately lose the ball. So they
lose the ball.
Yeah, so Bo Nix scores, they get the ball back within like 30 seconds. Clock time, right? Then Bo Nix scores again. Then the Giants get the ball back
on like the next play, right? Because they hadn't gone that far from the kickoff.
Right.
So it was like they're basically in the red zone already after the int return. And Bo Nix is just like, let me
immediately
just
in the red zone.
Real quick.
Yeah, so they get another touchdown right away. Then Dart gets the ball back and throws they
another
basically
bad
start
kickoff
chunking.
Return here too. This is like a really key point of this is that there's a bunch of special teams failures and bad kickoff returns that keep them from getting good.
It's a series of miscues that only the Mariners could really be able to replicate in a live based like sports event, right? So
yeah, I don't know. I've seen some famous choke jobs in my time.
Yeah, this is
Falcons level.
This is 28-3. This is the same level, but it happened
the same level.
But it happened without overtime, which makes it even more impressive, honestly. Giving up 33 points, I think giving up 33 points in a corner had never happened before in the history of the game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Either that or a team going scoreless through 3 quarters and then scoring 33 points and winning the game had never happened. Something like that. This game. Bananas. If you watch another 100 years of NFL football, this game won't happen again.
It won't happen again.
Nothing like this will happen.
This is one that will absolutely be played on NFL Network 10 years from now.
This is one of those wild. This is one of those games, right? So anyway, to go back to what happened.
Okay.
Here. So
so that's why Bo Nix has 46 points.
Right. So Dart throws a he's making chunk plays moving down the field and then draws a massive DPI and then immediately scores after that. And that's how they get to 33. So that's how they get to 31.
31.
No, it was 32. It was 32.
32 because they missed the extra point.
It was 32-30, right? And then they missed the extra point. So their international squad player that they got from Northern Ireland, who has been having a horrific day, by the way, he missed another field goal in this game.
Real bad time.
Yeah. Misses that extra point, and then, like clockwork, they get the ball back. The Broncos do, and then the Giants play drop 8, and immediately give up a huge chunk to Bo Nix with a ton of time left. And then it's all she wrote. They just kick a field goal and win the game. 33-32. Completing the greatest comeback in history. Insane.
It's crazy. It's
Insane.
wild. I hate that it's accredited to Sean Payton in any way, shape, or form. But big credit to Bo Nix for just being fucking lights out for 15 minutes of amazing NFL football.
It was a great game. Like at the very end, it was like super. I was like, what is going on? This is insane.
If Bo Nix could do that, if Bo Nix can do that for 60 minutes of NFL football, he's the next Peyton Manning.
Yeah, seriously.
You know, like, but holy moly.
I gotta say, Casey, I'm very proud of you for benching Justin Fields. Because
correct.
He
so
got
did the
benched.
Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the comments from Woody, the owner of the Jets, basically throwing Justin Fields himself under the bus. He literally said that there's not a lot that Aaron Glenn can do with a quarterback like that. Brutal.
Wow.
Brutal. Yeah. It's New York media.
Jets are, dude.
it's
the
wild.
Jets are so toxic.
Yeah, they are.
They're so toxic.
It's
like,
bad.
You can't have an owner saying that. Right. That's more than Tepper.
Yeah.
Like Woody Johnson.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah.
You talk that kind of public smack about one of your players. Fuck that.
Not just like a random practice squad guy or like a wide receiver who's, talking shit, or a defensive end or something. It's your quarterback. That's your franchise.
That was your starting quarterback. And
so I guess
Tyrod Taylor time. Yeah, here we go.
He's got a shot. But anyway, going back to that ridiculous Giants game again. I don't have the clip. But the comments from Brian Burns were pretty funny. As he was walking to the locker room, as Russell Wilson walking next to him, he's drop 8. I can't believe we lose to that shit, with a bunch of other words. And he was pissed. Dude. The Giants, man, and we'll see how they respond after that insane game, winning on Thursday Night Football against Philly last week. They play Philly again, but this time in Philadelphia. So, yeah,
it's gonna be wild. If Dable sweeps Philly, then he maybe has a chance to keep his job.
It's really interesting. The conversation around what do they fire Daboll? Do they fire their defensive coordinator? Who needs to go here, right?
And that's the thing, is that no one really needs to go. This is what happens when the Broncos defense absolutely waxes a young offense that gets figured out.
Yeah, but again, everything we just said,
and then
this is a generational. This is something. Is just like heads have to roll.
Someone's going to pay for it,
but no one did. No one did.
Everybody
Tuesday.
has to. Everybody is accountable at some level, right? The defense is accountable. The offense is accountable. Like, there's turnover problems. Like, Dart himself is accountable. You can't throw him under the bus. And that's actually the difference between the Jets and the Giants.
It's like a team collapse, man.
It's because it's a whole organizational problem, and that's true of both orgs, right? Both New York teams,
right?
New York City teams, I should say, because Buffalo's kind of doing its own thing elsewhere. But
let's be honest, it's New York City. Buffalo is the suburbs of New York, and then you've got New York Giants, which is New York.
I'm not going to get into New York politics.
The Jets are,
but the Jets and the Giants are
New Jersey
trash. They're
the Jets
trash.
are New Jersey.
Yeah, they play in New Jersey. The Meadowlands teams, I should say, are they're poorly run, but the Jets are vindictive and the Giants are protective. And that makes the Giants have a chance at being a good organization, but the Jets are just not, ever.
Incredible.
Yeah, that was wild. Anyway, we got to play this soundbite from Gronk on I don't have the whole clip, but Gronk when asked about the Jets-Dolphins game that Justin Fields was benched in at halftime, had this to say.
Yeah, it's been bad. This game really hasn't been exciting at all, not a single bit. I mean,
it's just like any announcer has the chutzpah that says this hasn't been exciting at all, like not a single bit. Dude, on national television, And like
I'm loving Gronk.
that's great. Gronk's amazing in the booth. I'll give him some credit. Like I didn't think he
I'm
was gonna
assuming you
be
heard
as unfiltered.
the Emeka thing, right? When he tried to,
I don't think I said.
he
I
was
don't
like,
think I did.
he was gassing up Emeka Egbuka, and he was like, this guy Emeka Egbigbu is amazing. Like,
Oh
he called
no,
him Egbigbu.
Gronk,
It's good.
man,
It's really
he's
good.
Bradshawing already, and he ain't even that old.
Anyway,
Emeka Egbuka is really good though,
he is good at football.
although he did not show it this week as much.
We'll talk about that later.
Josh Jacobs, though, had a hell of a game and played through an illness to do it. Matt LaFleur, the Packers were looking pretty anemic in the first half, which is one of the reasons the score is so close. And that's because they were not relying on Josh Jacobs. Emmanuel Wilson was not it. Carl Brooks was not it. There's really no true number two in.
It's hard to run on Arizona,
Green Bay.
though. Their defensive line
true.
is very effective at stopping the run. They're underrated.
You put Josh Jacobs in that same situation, he just started turning them into shreds. And that's the power of a Josh Jacobs. And like this dude kicks a lot of ass.
He's a dog.
Runs hard.
Hey,
and yeah,
I think it was last year I was talking about, or maybe it was this year when I was complaining about the Packers and watching it just like as a product, as a neutral viewer. They're just boring because they don't have like talent that just like pops off the screen, except him. He's a dog. It's like, and you were just like, they have Jair. I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean,
like, no. But
Josh Jacobs is that guy.
He is the Packers.
He is the Packers, and that makes sense. He's Matt LaFleur's identity. Like Matt LaFleur came to prominence and awoke Derrick Henry. Like that's the beginning of his coaching schema. Basically, is being the offensive coordinator for Derrick Henry, and then his scheme brought Derrick Henry to the forefront. And then he moved on from the Titans and other things, and eventually became the Packers coach and all that. And the rest is history.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that Titans era with Derrick Henry. And Josh Jacobs fills a really similar role of being just that absolute bruiser back who can get 20 carries and have no problem with it game after game after game. And even though his efficiency might not be great, he's still going to get those yards and he's going to get those touchdowns because he's setting up your play action offense and
he's used in creative ways. Like they get him, they throw him the ball, they draw screens, they do things to get him the ball in space because he's a complete back.
He's a dynamic of a playmaker as any player on the Packers.
He's the best player on the Packers, like full stop. You don't have a player that's better than Josh Jacobs.
Well, no, Micah Parsons is better, but
I mean, I'm talking about offense. Micah Parsons is good.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs is probably the best player on the team.
Yeah, as far as an offensive skill position goes.
I mean, in a skill position, maybe you could make an offensive. You could make an argument for Elton Jenkins just because he literally has played every position on the offensive line at a more than competent level to this point in his career, and that's a feat.
Yeah, I mean the Packers' offensive line has always been very good.
This year, I think it's a kind of a down year for the Packers' offensive line, just as the expectations for it. But and I think that luckily you haven't seen the dip in production from Josh Jacobs because Josh Jacobs ran under the Raiders, and that line has been a little shoddy. But no, I think it's starting to come together and gelling in the right way at the right time here in the middle of the season. So yeah.
Well, let's talk about what happened to Trevor here. He had
not what happened to. I mean, he won.
I know, but he had a insane starting with last week with me. He lost like half his team to injury.
Oh yeah, and that
has piecemealing it together.
That has definitely continued.
He lost. Who was it? That's right. Puka Nacua was ruled out.
Puka Nacua, yeah.
Pretty late in the week. I think it was like Friday or
Lost
something.
Him last week and then was like trying to get in this week and then got ruled out late, which is rough.
So you can see in his start-sit decisions here, like he started Adam Thielen.
Yeah, Who's on his bench? I might. I
He
don't.
has
I think
he
I would
has
have.
nobody. Everyone's hurt. Like Palmer's out, Puka Nakua's out. He
I mean,
rosters he
if it
rosters a
were
lot of
if it were
defensive
me,
players.
I would. I mean, yeah, I do too. And if it were me, I would be playing the jumbo package here.
His IR is completely full, and he's just completely inundated with
Oh no,
injuries.
no, wait, he can't play the jumbo package there. Okay, never mind. Yeah,
Nope,
that's rough.
it is rough. Um,
You
yeah,
still won.
he won because Casey's team outside of Bijan and Josh
Had an
Jacobs
absolute
and Bo
collapse.
Nix, nothing really happened on
I
Casey's end
mean,
here. I mean, yeah, like Casey's defense just absolutely let him down. Like that's actually like the main thrust
yeah.
of it.
Well,
And
and Ayomanor is not really like the Titans' offense is just absolute
it,
dog
it,
shit.
it's not it's not a
Like,
team. The Tennessee Titans are not a team. They're
and
just
like you
not an
got good
NFL team.
production out of both of your running backs.
I
But
mean,
like,
he hit under like Trevor hit under projection on like everything. He got some good sacks. The thing I wanted to say about TJ Watt is like he's been kind of disappointing this year for fantasy, but they were getting through. Like TJ Watt was having a big impact on that game, but the thing is, the ball was just getting out way too fast.
that is
Joe Flacco
honestly,
was
Flacco has
delivering the ball.
speed.
Yeah.
He's got the speed, and he's he's played enough football that he's just old enough and fast enough to be like, all right, cool. Let me just throw this to. Oh, there, Jamar Chase is open. Jamar Chase is open. Jamar Chase is open. Jamar Chase is open. Jamar Chase is open.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase is open.
You know what's
And
really funny about this? So
that's just what it is. It's like he's basically playing Madden.
yeah, he
He's
actually
playing old
he
man
actually
Madden.
didn't he
Like
actually
press
didn't know
X to
the
throw to Jamar Chase.
he didn't know the calls. Like he was saying that he couldn't understand what Zach Taylor was saying, either his like accent or just couldn't understand, couldn't get the call in. So it was literally just that's why Jamar Chase had this huge blow up game is because it was just he understood the assignment. We get the guy who we paid, what is it like 30, 50 million, whatever a year.
Yeah, no, we get our best player, the guy that we pay a lot of money, the ball in space, and he'll do it. And like,
then there was that moment where Jamar Chase dropped the ball and they cut
So-
to him and he was just like, "What?"
yeah, no, that was great. That was a great
funny.
clip.
That was funny.
Like, so I mean, I guess is that implication that Joe Flacco called that entire game?
I wouldn't say call. I think it was just I am going to die if I don't get the ball out fast.
Well, no, because I mean, if he can't hear the calls, then he's probably just picking stuff off the call sheet, right?
yeah, it's probably like super basic concepts. It's probably just like running slants and digs and
Yeah,
just like
right.
really
No,
quick,
but, I mean,
which is
that's-
what happened.
I mean, it is absolutely, and that makes perfect sense, and that fits the what you need to do against Pittsburgh. And of course, Joe Flacco knows that. He's a career he knows Mike Tomlin's defense is like the back of his
Yes.
hand
I
because
think
of his
he-
experience with the Ravens, and
think
like
he
that
played-
definitely led to this situation. But like,
I think he'd played him like 11 times or something, which is a lot. He's
a
very
lot.
familiar.
It's a lot. He knows it, and so yeah, no, like Flacco, that was a wild game.
I wanted to play this clip for you, Trevor, because I know you love big man ints.
Oh, we all love a big man.
There was a big man int in this ridiculous Colts Chargers games. So I just wanted to get this in here.
They fake it to him. Herbert pump knocked up in the air. Who's got it? The Colts do. Big man Trevor Stewart
He got it.
with a
Came right to him.
INT.
Nice bucket, big man.
I love how literally the entire Colts bench just like runs onto the like everybody.
Empties the bench for the big man in.
6'4".
Oh, I love it. I love when the
That's
fat
great.
dudes get the ball.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like such a unique thing about this sport. It's just
Big man interceptions are like among the best.
It is fantastic.
They're
It
really
is
great.
so good. All right. Well, let's move on to the next matchup here.
Yes, let's.
Yeah, you played Josh this week.
Yeah. I got cooked.
Yeah, how'd that go, Steve?
Well, I would have beaten most of the rest of the league with this score,
Yeah, I
so
mean, you can't be too upset with a
I'm
performance
not.
where you scored nearly 200
I'm
points.
I'm really not. And again, I'm still second in points for the year, so like, regardless of my losing record here, I'm waltzing towards the 6 seed rule with like a complete
This
abandon.
season is going to be very interesting once we get to like week 10, week 11.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's going to get
Especially
spicy.
if these kind of things keep happening, which I
Yeah.
think they might. Like,
And
I
also
have a
all the
feeling.
games this season, I feel like there's been so many stat correction games where it's just like, a pass defense could change this, and it's like
I mean,
the only one that actually flipped was yours,
I
which is
know, I know. Yeah,
wild.
I know.
But
And it is the difference for me being in a losing versus a tied record right now, basically. Because I
right,
would have been 4-2
yeah,
and now four
right.
and three.
Yep.
If not for the stat correction. So
You're
whatever.
giving Josh's
It's
team
the way
life
it
here,
is.
man. You're giving him life. He's getting back into it. I mean, T. Higgins, he had
T.
his
Higgins had
revenge
his
game.
revenge game.
He
Yeah,
did. He
absolutely.
did.
There was just so much passing going on in that game. There was no running happening.
Oh yeah.
In that Cincinnati and Pittsburgh game.
Yeah. Why would you need to do that?
Great. Yeah, I don't know why you would ever do that. Not when you got Joe Flacco getting the ball.
I
And
mean,
Chase Brown doing fucking pretty much nothing.
it didn't need to. It's like that game was insane. Like I don't understand the 23rd time that Jamar Chase gets targeted or whatever. There's nobody. Like
It's crazy.
nobody.
It's
That's
so dumb.
the most highly paid defense in the league, and they're not covering him. They're not doubling him. Like I don't understand. I don't get it.
It's a complete
I don't get it.
breakdown.
I don't
It's
get
a
it.
complete breakdown. And I don't know what the hell is happening on the Steelers side. Like, why do you not just have Ramsey completely on him?
Just blanket
And
him.
just have
Put two guys.
just leave Ramsey on him and then run the rest of your concepts and rush one less dude. Like, it's not like the pass rush is having trouble getting home against two dudes most of the time anyway. I don't know.
Insane. But yeah, T. Higgins absolutely cooked you. And then Chris Olave
Yeah, no,
decided to
absolutely.
actually have a game. He got 2 touchdowns in this one.
He had a game. He got knocked out during the middle of this game and still cooked me, despite being out for like a whole quarter.
Yeah, he's been kind of having a weird season. I mean, the Saints are not good.
The Saints are a weird team, and he's got no quarterback to throw to him, really.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the end of the Spencer Rattler experiment here.
The Rattler time is done. Trey McBride absolutely destroyed me, which I think this is the one that's more, this dagger hurts more than T. Higgins. Like I could forgive T for going off. This is like, oh my fucking God, this guy. Just because of the absolute failure of the Packers defense to contain the PPR scheme that was 13 targets, 10 receptions, and 2 touchdowns. We finally gave him his red zone production.
Yeah.
And
Darrell Henderson is just tormenting you 2 years later.
Yeah, specifically is what cooked me, I think, in this. Like, if I had to point to like one thing that really, like, it's the overproduction from this dude that made my game unwinnable. So that's fun.
Trey McBride is the one of the premier tight ends in the league, and
he's doing good.
He's gonna do that.
And Jacoby Brissett is a much more capable deliverer of the football to a tight end than Kyler Murray.
Yeah, the whole discussions about the quarterback controversy in Arizona are pretty entertaining. The Cardinals are down bad.
Yes,
they're in
yes
trouble.
They are.
They're in trouble.
Speaking of embarrassing though, is this New England running back situation.
Yeah, Ramondre Stevenson is the lead back. This is kind of like, it's like
that much is for sure.
It's the much worse version of what's going on in Seattle, where you have the more athletic, more explosive running back that is just completely dwarfed by the slower, like, grinder. Like, it just sucks for fantasy. This is so bad. And now they have
this
the
is,
third.
This
There's
is a
there's another
this is
guy.
a mirror of the free Aaron Jones scenario.
Yeah.
You know, Ramondre Stevenson is the Jamal Williams or whatever of the
Right.
situation, and he needs to be supplanted.
And now there's this Terrell Jennings guy that got a couple touches at the end of the game, and Vrabel was super pumped up about it. So Travion Henderson's just ceding snaps to this like undrafted random practice
UDFA.
squad running
Yeah.
back that they called up to grind clock, and Vrabel's like all about it. Like the vibes are horrendous around Travion.
It ain't looking good.
This is like
That's like super bust out of the league next year kind of status, which is weird.
we need to see him play though. Like clearly
I know.
there's something going on like in practice that they just don't
Something
like.
ain't right.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's his attitude during the preparation phase during the week and they don't like that. I don't know. But there's clearly
Patriots be
something up.
Patriots, yeah.
There's been
There
a
is
lot of
something.
high draft picks in our dynasty league this year that have just been like woof. Like him and
Yeah, been a
Caleb
little
Johnson.
weird.
Usually there's like a little bit of a promise. Like Ricky Pearsall got shot, right? So it's like, of course he's not going to be in the field to see him later. But like, I feel like usually the rookies we draft in the first round are doing something, but so many in the first round this year have just been like really
Well, I think-
disappointing.
And I think, I mean, a lot of it is just, you know, draft picks are swings.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't.
Yeah. How about the second year generational bust in Xavier Legette, who had a career best 992-1?
Yeah, second year bust my ass. Like, he's really come alive for the past 2 games, and I hope he continues that upward trajectory. I think he's a fun player to keep around in the league. He's at least a fun personality.
Yeah.
So, you know,
He
I
just
hope
wasn't.
he sticks around just
the
for
fun
that.
wasn't backing it up though. Just sad.
Yeah, well, and I think part of the problem is, of course, Bryce Young. You know,
Honestly, he was like throwing good balls during that phase where he was being lambasted. It was like he would deliver the ball just fine to a tight end or wide receiver, like Tet or really anybody else. But then when he would target Legette, it was just like he would panic and just it was bad. He had that one game where he had like one catch on like 7 or 8 targets or something. It was bad. It was bad.
that is not great. But
He had a game.
still, yeah, he had a game. He done good.
On
Anyway,
the
I
other,
got boat raced.
on the other hand of the disappointing wide receiver conversation, BTJ has been real disappointing this year.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's been a
not
bummer.
he's not. I mean, he had a great game against Seattle, but like he's been Waldroned, and
He was top
and
4
there's been-
last year, and then this year,
Yeah,
I don't think it has anything to do with shit. Like again, Shane Waldron is not the OC. He's just the passing game coordinator.
Yeah,
the Jags.
but still, the coaching change has changed the Jags' philosophy on how they want to throw and where, and like where you're seeing like they're not playing from behind as much.
Well, they have a good defense that turn the ball over, which
And they have
creates
a
weird
really
game scripts. He's also hurt.
Exactly.
He got hurt again this game.
Yep.
He's favoring his shoulder, and
Yeah, no, he doesn't look right. He hasn't been right. He's gonna.
he had that wrist
continue
thing
to not
too. I
look
think
right or
he had
be
like
right,
a wrist
but-
injury earlier in the season that he was dealing with. Yeah, I'm hoping they can turn this around. Also, Trevor Lawrence is Trevor Lawrence.
Yep. Just another part of it. Here's something to remember. Brian Thomas blew up with Mac Jones throwing him the ball, not with Trevor Lawrence throwing him the ball.
Yeah.
You know? Like that's the real difference. You know, this is Brian Thomas production with Trevor Lawrence last year.
Right.
Basically tit for tat.
I guess
Like,
we'll
he
have
had
to
a
see what
promising
happens
game here and there.
because
But that's just Trevor Lawrence throwing the ball. Like Travis Hunter is got basically the exact same thing going on. He's just the shiny new toy.
Yeah.
Parker Washington has
also-
the exact same thing
also
going on.
pretty damn good. Like they have two very good wide receivers that are going to be cannibalizing themselves in terms of fantasy production. So
a little bit.
yeah,
But I mean, I think it's just like things are getting worked out a little bit, especially because
the bye week could not have come at a better time.
I want to be hopeful for them to like figure it out and rethink the offense a little bit over the bye. But
I just want the Jags to be watchable, man. They're kind of rough watch right now.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is just that for me right now. He's just a rough watch. Like I don't think it's worth it.
Well, they also had a ridiculous amount of turnovers. Their defense was playing at a really, really, really high level, just like generating opportunities for the offense over and over and over.
Absolutely.
With all the turnovers earlier in the season. And that's kind of dried up a little bit in the last couple games.
Yeah, because turnovers are swingy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's high variance play.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah. It ain't good what's going on in Jacksonville right now with Brian Thomas. On the other hand,
this guy though,
triple hat trick. Let's go, buddy.
Yeah, three hat tricks this season. That is insane. He's definitely on pace to repeat his #1 overall fantasy year, which unfortunately was followed by 2 years of severe disappointment. It's kind of why Matt wanted to move on, because he was like, all right. And then did it was dropping the ball as he went over the goal. He was like, this guy's a knucklehead. I'm gonna get rid of him. My team sucks anyway.
Now he's back to form.
Although
the team doesn't suck so much.
Even with JT on Matt's roster, I'm not sure it would really save him. He has a lot of holes that he needed to shore up.
Yeah,
it would just be artificially raising his points for more than he probably would want. He's going for those draft picks at this point in the season.
Yeah.
Dude's good, though. All right, we had a couple of videos that we wanted to look at here real quick.
Yeah, no, we got it. One of those ones is the Theo Johnson's great catch from the Giants and Broncos game on a catch on a tip drill play. Dude's on my bench. Rip me. Look at that. Who snakes that? And then
adding to the craziness of this Giants game. This is stuff like that.
That's what got it to 26. Is like, oh wait, just like I don't know, Xavier Hyatt. What's his name? Jalen Hyatt misses the ball there, and then Theo Johnson's like, oh, don't worry about him. I got it. Let me just get that touchdown for you.
Yeah, the tight ends in New York are just like a rough fantasy choice because they're not gonna hyper target them. I mean, when Malik Neighbors is back, it's gonna be the Malik Neighbors show.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, even then, it's still Scatabo time in New York right now. And this last clip for me is really just file it away in the free Brees, free 20 category.
Yeah, so this is very, very on brand for everything that's happening.
Yeah,
let me get your thoughts on the game.
Yeah.
I hate this team. I was born into this, and I'm not gonna ever. I'm always a Jets fan, but like, I hate this team.
Yeah.
This is poor little, like, he's probably like 13, 14 years old. His dad's probably a diehard Jets fan.
Young teen. Yeah, exactly. Just really struggling with his knowledge that he is in fact going to be a Jets fan.
That kid is me with the Mariners. Like, I totally get it.
Oh, yeah. I feel you. And as someone with like some sort of tangential Jets fandom, I completely understand where that kid is coming from. That's very real.
Yeah, yours isn't by blood; it's by fantasy football.
Yeah, it's only by fantasy.
So, like, they just keep absorbing all your favorite Iowa players.
Yeah, exactly. That's my problem. Is my favorite Iowans. Yeah, like my favorite really good Iowan players is going there. So like, yeah, free Brees and free me from watching the Jets offense. And I can just watch. When it comes to the Jets defense, I can watch the Will McDonald highlights. That's fine. I can hang with that. I do not want to watch that offense any longer. Holy shit, get me out of there.
Yeah.
Free Brees.
Free Brees.
That's all.
He'll probably get traded. We'll see.
Chances are good he gets traded.
In like 4 weeks.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors swirling around him. Apparently the Bears were going to be a destination if it weren't for DeAndre Swift coming alive this last week. Oh, we got to watch this. This is
Pat Mahomes with the fake out. Right.
yeah.
On 4th and a foot. Tried to draw him offside. Sorry. Mahomes says, Coach, it doesn't. Oh, there they go. He was faking it. There they go. You'd give it up on that one.
Crazy.
For sure.
Crazy head fake. Pete's just like, what the fuck? Like right there at the end. Like
That
Oh,
that
man.
was an insane beatdown by the Chiefs. They completely dismantled the Raiders, a divisional opponent.
Absolutely.
Like the Raiders,
Absolutely
they just need to tear down. Like Pete probably needs to go. They got to get rid of Geno. They need to just like move on. I don't know. Like I don't see
this
Pete wanting
project
to stick
ain't it.
around. Like Pete
This
didn't want
project
to.
ain't it.
Pete didn't want to go through a rebuild in Seattle. I don't see why he would want to do that in Vegas. So the vibes are so bad. It's like them and Miami are the vibes are atrocious.
Yeah.
Baltimore's
it's
pretty
news.
bad, but at least they still have a quarterback.
Maybe. He's hopefully coming back from injury this week, but let's see.
All right, the next one here is me and Ben. Got
Oh yeah.
All right, Ben. We had an interesting game this week. I thought I was gonna lose early on, but Ben's team just completely fell apart. Jordan Love was terrible. I woke up and the first thing I saw was Devontae Adams, like 20 points or something, 2 touchdowns. I was like, oh God, it's going to be one of those
Oh
weeks.
man.
Because the Jags were there for like a week preparing, and the Rams flew in like last minute, and they just whooped the shit out of them.
Balled out.
They're
left.
so bad. They're so
Yeah.
bad. Devontae Adams just schooled the shit out of them.
Devontae Adams, this catch, dude. This catch. This is something else.
Touchdown!
I gotta start from the beginning here.
Stafford fakes it to Adams. Touchdown!
First of all, in real time.
Flag is
Huh?
down.
Yeah.
Wait, he
It's
caught
like-
that?
It's like Matrix glitch.
Touchdown of the
Yeah, it's like,
day.
wait. Devontae Adams has the ball, and 2 feet in. It's a touchdown? There's a flag? Huh?
Pass interference, defense number
And then there's defensive pass interference, which is declined.
It's a really good job here by Devontae Adams, just using his
Tremendous.
hands. Looking for the
Yeah, you
candy on
really
the
need to
bottom
appreciate
of
this
the
by seeing it in
screen.
slow motion, because in
Uses
real
his
time
hands.
it's like,
Throw
huh?
off the DB, create a little separation, a
Yoink.
good throw up and over.
Even that is like too
Yoink.
fast to see it right. And
That's what he
this
does. He
is
scores
just, that's
touchdowns.
immaculate. That is just crazy.
Still got it, man. Still
That is
got it.
something.
Still got it.
We got to glaze Devontae Adams whenever we get the chance. So, yeah, that's awesome.
Unfortunately, though,
Wasn't enough to save Ben.
Ben couldn't do anything because Saquon Barkley got bottled up. David Montgomery didn't do
Absolutely
anything because Jahmyr Gibbs stole the show and basically controlled that entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Williams had a
Caleb Williams had a terrible time.
terrible, no good, very bad game. Still sucks, in my opinion.
That opinion is starting to win me over.
He's not good. I'm
The more I
sorry.
watch of his games, the more he's continuing to chalk it up in the he's bad and you should feel bad, Bears, because you ruined another one.
I don't. The thing is, though, is like, I don't think it's the Bears. Like, they went and got the hottest OC in football, and I just don't think that he has the football IQ to play the game.
No,
like, he doesn't read defenses. Like, he doesn't. He needs to like somehow
I mean,
just
I don't
figure
think
it
if
out.
the Bears. I don't think if the Bears went and got Jaden Daniels, he would be killing it right now. I think that there is something to the
You mean
Bears.
Jaden? You're saying Jaden on the Bears would be killing it right now?
No,
You're saying the
no,
other
I
way
think
around.
exactly. I think Jaden on the Bears would be struggling hard
Okay. Well, I feel like the way this is going, they're going to end up cutting bait, and we'll have to see him go to the KOC school of quarterbacks who can't quarterback good, which is Tua will probably be the next student.
Absolutely.
We'll see.
You think Tua's the next Tua in Minnesota? I doubt it. It's too cold.
Yeah.
I guess they play in a dome.
He needs to do it eventually. He needs to do it eventually.
Yeah.
He's not going to go to Jacksonville, so.
No, that's true.
Maybe he goes to Arizona.
Tua or Caleb, right? I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
Here's a what if Kyler goes to Minnesota and goes to the KOC school of quarterbacks who want a quarterback good?
Kyler, just like Caleb, I think just isn't good at quarterback. He can't read defenses. He holds on to the ball too long. He doesn't step up into the pocket to deliver the pass. Like I don't know. It's 2 years now. It's a completely different regime. He looks the same to me. He looks inconsistent. Hopefully he can figure it out and start putting it together. But it's the same thing with Bryce Young. It's like I just don't see it. It's the same mistakes again and again. It's just they take 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. And now Bryce Young's hurt, so we'll never see.
I will say this on the KOC thing too is like Carson Wentz hasn't looked there either.
I mean, I've talked about it before. The issue with Minnesota right now is a mixture of KOC himself and the offensive line hasn't really
the O-line play is not good.
It's not been good.
It's not good.
They had an elite offensive line, and then even after losing Darrisaw last year, they were able to keep it together. That being said, I think it's fair to say at this point, Sam Darnold is a better quarterback than Carson Wentz at this point in their career.
Oh yeah, I think that's pretty well. Even with the kind of dismal, no good game Sam Darnold put up as well.
Yeah, I mean that game was just weird. Like I was talking about earlier.
I mean, you don't get strip sacked in the end zone.
Yeah, that honestly, that and like the interception that he threw in the Tampa game are the only 2 mistakes he's made all season, which is remarkable.
Yeah. I mean, those are big ones.
They're big ones, but like it didn't cost the Seahawks the game. The Seahawks defense was swarming Stroud. It was a very impressive game defensively.
The Texans offense is really bad.
I wish Joe was here. Hopefully we'll have him back next week. But he's been roasting Clint Kubiak for the cute trick plays that they keep calling with Jalen Milroe and stuff. This week he did it again. The offense was humming, and he's just like, yo, I'm going to have Cooper Kupp of all people throw a bomb. He's never completed a pass in his NFL career. He's had multiple attempts, and he throws an interception. It's not like a short, like, it's not a short pass. It's a hard pass to make, and he throws a bomb, and he misses because he's a wide receiver.
He's not a quarterback.
It's just dumb. So it's a combination of that, like weird shit that Kubiak's doing, and just weird game in general. It's just weird. It was ugly. It was an ugly win for the Seahawks.
Look, it's the NFL. Don't get cute.
Yeah.
These people are professionals.
Keeps getting cute. I'm hoping the bye week they clean shit up. But it's been bad. I complained about the canine thing earlier. Again, it's the same thing that has been going on for the last few weeks. They want to use Charbonnet as the goal line back. They, for whatever reason, don't trust K9 to do that. He can do it. He's done it in the past. They just don't want him to do it for some reason. The thing that chaffed me, though, was it was his birthday, and they didn't give him a single goal line carry. This shit actually matters to these guys. Like, stats aren't everything, but, like, it's his birthday.
You want to get a touchdown on your birthday.
Yeah, you want, like, what the fuck? Like, that actually made me angry. I can understand giving the ball to Charbonnet to, punch in a touchdown or whatever. That's fine. But, like, it's his birthday. Get the man a touchdown. This isn't me just like, I'm some dumb fantasy owner. This is for the man. Like, K9's I can imagine K9 getting kind of annoyed with his usage. Like, yeah, they're winning. It's kind of like the AJ Brown thing. You got to be kind of upset if you're K9 with how they're utilizing him. I know they're trying to save him because he's injury prone. He had one season where he was hurt a bunch, but like Pete Carroll and John Schneider fucked up in drafting 2 good backs in back-to-back years with high draft capital. They spent second-round picks in back-to-back years on running backs for some reason. We didn't. That was a total luxury.
Well, no,
pick.
I mean
we didn't need to do that.
No. It's because you don't expect them both to work out long term. You expect one to get injured,
right? But in back-to-back years, they can. I know. You can draft a running back in the 4th round. Do the same thing. Chris Carson was like a 5th or 6th round pick. Like, they have George Halani. He's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm still not sold on Clint Kubiak. They're really, really good with the pass game.
Don't get cute.
But keeps getting cute and doing weird shit. And we still don't have a run game, even though we have 2 great running backs. It's like, I don't know. It's very frustrating.
Yeah, no, it's really annoying when it seems like the Seahawks offense sputters a lot, and it seems like that sputtering comes from running backs not getting going. Yeah. And like I'll give Detroit a lot of credit here for doing it right and saying like, this is your drive, running back. Other backs got the next one.
Well, they kind of do that with Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker, but the thing is, our guard, like they try and run in between the tackles. Our guards are not nearly as good.
The goal line is not. Yeah, no. If you don't get the goal line, you don't get the drive.
But like they used to switch out drives. Like last year with Ryan Grubb, it was like, this is the Charbonnet drive, this is the Kenneth Walker drive, and if they scored, they scored. This year, it's between the 20s. It's Kenneth Walker in the later half of the game. So in the first half, it's a lot of Charbonnet, and they sprinkle Kenneth Walker in. And if they get to the red zone, Charbonnet comes in, and then in the second half, they run more Kenneth Walker, which is why he has more carries, because they want the defense to be beat up. And if they get in the red zone, they bring Charbonnet in. It absolutely sucks for fantasy. The other thing that annoys me about this situation,
sucks for Kenneth Walker's fantasy owners. I mean,
no, it sucks for Charbonnet too, because Charbonnet could have all this volume. He's a good pass catching back. He can catch passes, but they don't do that either.
Touchdowns.
He gets the touch. He gets the valuable touches. He gets the red zone touches. Yeah, and he sucks. He sucks between the 20s. He just runs he runs into a brick wall for 2 yards. That's why they use Kenneth Walker between the 20s, is because he's explosive and can turn what Charbonnet.
You can.
It's like rolling
a zone.
Think of it this way:
in a way that Charbonnet
with Charbonnet, he's a D6. You get 1 or 6. 1 to 6.
I mean,
with Kenneth Walker, with Kenneth Walker, you roll it's like a D20. And it's like sometimes you're going to get 20 yards and sometimes you're going to get -3. You know what I mean? It's like there's a huge range of outcomes.
No, I know.
That's why they like him in the middle of the field.
You. I know, I get it. But yeah, still. Yeah, I think you're...
The thing that annoys me though
Charbonnet's not the problem here. And
it's not Charbonnet, it's the scheme. Because if you look at his pass utilization, like last year with Ryan Grubb, and before with Shane Waldron, they throw him the ball a lot. This year, they do not use Kenneth Walker on screens. He's amazing with screens. You get him the ball in space, he's going to gouge you for 8-10 yards, and he can even house it. He has multiple long check down touchdowns, like lateral pass, and he just goes. But they don't do that anymore. They literally just run Kenneth Walker up the gut, and then they switch in Charbonnet up the gut, and then they get in the red zone, and they just have Charbonnet in there, and he just punches it. Our run game is just, it's.
I mean, it
is opening up an opportunity for Jason to do what he's doing. It's like I said last week. Jason is thriving on the fact that they are so concerned about stopping the run that they sell out, and it's allowing him to just be free. They don't. It'll
bounce back
is feasting
because the teams cannot afford to ignore JSN any longer. Like that's the reality.
They have to adjust, yeah.
You know, because like
the Seahawks are like they're top 4 in receiving offense this year. The Seahawks are, and that's all JSN basically because we don't have
all
a 2.
JSN. No one else is there.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're 20th in rush defense, or rush offense, even though we have Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet, 2 backs that any other team in the league would just love to have, even one of those guys.
Rollover. Yeah.
But it's a crazy situation.
If the Steelers had either Walker or Charbonnet, they would be getting 20 touches a game.
Yeah, that Arthur Smith would love Charbonnet. He would love Walker. He would use him the same way that, like, the way that Jalen Warren is utilized, Kenneth Walker would thrive in that. Like, lots of tricky misdirection, RPO stuff, and then check down, like, designed screens for the running back as a option to check out of bad pass coverage for the quarterback.
Yeah.
Just like the safety valve shit. Or even just designing it, like pushing the line up and then getting the running back to just leak over the middle and then just catch and go. Like, we don't do any of that shit. We don't do any of it. It's a very vanilla zone run scheme.
That shit works. That shit's good.
It's very obvious. Like, whenever Charbonnet is on the field, it's going to be inside power run. And if Kenneth Walker on the field, it's most likely going to be zone, outside zone. And he just, like, leaks out to the edge. It's very easy to predict what they're going to do. And he gets hit behind the line of scrimmage all the time. Oronde Gadsden had a fucking game, man. I didn't start him, but, like, this is wild because he had 7 catches for 164 yards and a touchdown, which is the most receiving yards by any rookie in a game in 2025. The most by a Chargers tight end since Antonio Gates. Chargers great Antonio Gates, and also the 3rd time in tight end history. I think Mike Ditka is the next on the list that a tight end got that many receiving yards in a game. Very interesting. Greg Roman's cooking with this dude.
Yeah, no, it's going.
Yeah, I think that's all I gotta say about all that.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for this. Let's head on to Danny and Jordan.
All right, Danny, Jordan.
All right. First of all, we got to start with. We'll start with Danny, and we'll start with. That's not right. Targets. That's the wrong one.
I clicked on the wrong one. I clicked on yours.
Yeah.
Whoops. All right, there we go. It's the similar scores.
Yeah. So, yeah, right, exactly. Danny, feel for you today. You're 4-3, so I feel less bad for you than I do for me on the other side of the 4-3.
Danny's been me, man. His team is doing what my team has done the last 2 years, where my team is super inconsistent. I don't score a lot of points, but every single team I play every week just shits their pants, and I just feel like a fraud.
Right.
It's like I have this great looking record on paper.
And then when you do score a bunch of points, you get fucking ball busted by like one of the best teams in the league going absolutely apeshit.
Exactly. That was me playing Trevor last year. It was like, cool.
Right.
I finally score a bunch of points, and you put up 230 on me. You fucker.
Yeah. Asshole.
So Danny's team has
understood
the least points against so far in the season by like 100 points or something. It's insane.
Yeah, by a wide margin. So it's these 230s on him, it's are need to happen.
Yeah.
That being said, for Danny's team, both Micah Parsons and Myles Garrett, after much chagrin, really put it together. Micah Parsons had a game.
He finally was
Jacoby Brissett his bitch.
You saw the guy as a Packers fan, I'm sure, that you were like, that's the guy we traded 2 first-round picks for. That's the guy that we're giving generational money to.
His production has always been there in terms of pressures and how he's been affecting the game. Arizona inexplicably decided not to double him or triple him.
Yeah, it's usually the
ever.
Every time you see if you watch Micah Parsons reps, it's like, cool. The tackle and the guard are like, nah, fuck this guy. We're gonna get beat by somebody else. Not you.
We're doubling you. Yeah, someone else is gonna have to beat us. Not
or they bring
you.
in a tight end to like really clog him up. you know.
And the Cardinals just said, nah, whatever. Somebody will take care of him.
We'll figure it out.
And just got fucking pounded all fucking game long by Micah Parsons. And you can see it here.
And they did not.
In this stat. And they did not handle it. No, you cannot handle that. Like, no, this is a statement game by Micah Parsons. He came in for a lot of fucking points. So yeah, good.
I do
good
think
for him.
I do think if Kyler
I was
Murray,
excited to see it.
I think if Kyler Murray is in this game, he probably can't get him. Like Kyler Murray's hard to sack because he's just
exactly. He's
that's
way
his
more
best
elusive.
trait. He's
exactly.
like
he does get away. He scrambles well.
He's a more gifted Justin Fields.
Yeah. No, I mean no. They're both bad. But Kyler Murray is the better
different
scrambler.
issues. They have different issues for sure.
They both their problem for both of them is they hold on to the ball for too long.
Yeah, I mean Kyler just refuses to step up into the pocket and deliver the ball.
And it's the same for Justin Fields. Justin Fields refuses to climb the pocket and run.
Both
run through the gap because you need to open the Jets offensive line can't open the A gap to fucking save their own lives. Like that's the first problem.
Right.
And you see that in the lack of power running, even with Braylon Allen in there.
Right.
And Isaiah Davis, which is what the Jets are leaning towards, moving towards a power run scheme with Tyrod Taylor. And so they're going to be rolling on Isaiah Davis even more than Breece Hall, which is leading to the trade speculation about him. But we're not talking about the fucking Jets right now.
I hate this team.
Yeah, I hate this team.
I hate this team.
It sucks. I was born into this, and I didn't want this. And I'm gonna be Jets till I ride or die, but I hate this team.
But yeah,
Michael Parsons did his thing, and so did Myles Garrett.
Yeah, Myles Garrett needed. I mean, he didn't even have like one of his vintage, 30 fantasy point games with like 3 sacks.
Oh, but he got one.
He got home, which I'm sure Danny needed to see. It's been a month since he did anything. Really?
Yeah.
Which
really
sucks. Because when your defensive end doesn't do anything, it is a hole in your roster. Like, I feel for you guys that are flexing defensive end because it's like, if they don't get a sack, you are not happy.
You're sad. You're not feeling good.
That's why I was pounding the table for linebackers, man. We needed more linebackers because they have good floors.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Myles Garrett's the man. Not much to say about him, really. Tyler Warren is a dog.
Tyler Warren is that guy. He's the new Brock Bowers. The Bears fucked up. Colson Loveland's not him.
Colson Loveland's been hurt. We haven't really seen him on the field very much.
Yeah, but he wasn't as good as Tyler Warren anyway. So everyone got draft hyped into doing dumb shit, and the Bears are always dumb. So
the other thing about the Bears offense is they have a lot of very talented wide receivers. They don't really need Colson Loveland to be a receiving threat because they drafted Luther Burden. They drafted Rome Odunze last year.
Luther Burden is nothing. He hasn't been a thing. Rome Odunze is
I think Luther Burden can emerge on that offense. Like DJ Moore isn't long for that team.
DJ Moore is still a guy. Like
DJ Moore is not going to be on the team.
He's there.
I don't think he's going to be on the team much longer. But
I mean, at least through the end of this year, Luther Burden is nobody.
I mean, yeah, for fantasy. But the thing is we've seen so many rookies.
First round pick who is nobody.
Yeah, we've seen so many. This isn't normal. This is what I want to make very clear. It's not normal for us to see as many rookies in the last 2 years pop off and do this shit. It's just like mind boggling. Maybe that's just the way it is now with the NIL and how college football works these days. Maybe the guys are just more prepared than ever, and the turnaround time on just being able to make it at the next level is getting shorter and shorter. But
Tyler Warren is him. This guy is showing out. He's blocking well. He's playing football. He's loving it. He is like had one bad game, and it was a division game.
He's also filling a need for the Colts that they desperately needed.
And he's a good player on top of it. Like he was ranked highly, and the Colts needed it. It's like the perfect fit and like player profile, and
we haven't
Daniel Jones clearly loves him. Like,
we haven't seen
dude's
a fantasy relevant Colts tight end that I can remember since like Eric Ebron. It's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, Eric Ebron is about right, and that was like, the Andrew Luck era.
Yeah, and he got injured too. Like injury messed up his career, but
Absolutely.
he was awesome for fantasy.
Yeah, no, and this is it. I'm really high on the Colts. I think they could be dark horses for the, pardon the pun, for the Super Bowl this year on the AFC side.
Shame on you, Steve.
Yeah, no, I mean,
not even a dad. You can't do that.
Not even a dad. No, I mean, hey, I can pardon it. So,
yeah, I think that the thing. I agree with you. I think the Colts should do something in the playoffs. At least win a game. Like, come on, Colts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, Carly Irsay is a badass. I love her.
Yeah, I'm 100%.
She's down on the field, listening to the offensive coordinator, like the coaching staff do their thing.
She is the owner you want to have
involved
because she's the owner who knows ball.
But she's also not. She's not toxic. She's like letting the football people do football things, but she wants to be engaged with what's going on. She
wants to be. Yeah,
she cares.
Exactly.
She cares. It's like it's like
it's a good thing.
It's like the Paul Allen era with Seahawks. It was like he loved his football team. He literally saved Seahawks football from leaving our state.
Right.
Because he came in and bought the team and levied for the public to fund our field, and it worked out. And they were good after they did that. The Seahawks like really took a step forward as a franchise because the ownership cared. And
honestly, that the investment in that field also fueled the rise of the Sounders. It is an event space. It's like there's theater there, like the concert venue there. Like, it's been big.
Yeah.
So it's been worth the public dollars in a lot of way.
Mm-hmm. It just goes to show, like, with competent ownership, you can go a long way. Like, look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs owners are fantastic. Their facilities are awful, but the owners for the Chiefs are great. You know what I mean? And then historically, like with the Packers, it's like with the public funded thing. It's like you can't, like, there's no, you don't have a Woody,
exactly.
the owner
you don't
of
have
the
a
team.
Woody Johnson fucking your shit up. You don't have a David Tepper fucking your shit up.
Yeah.
You have, and that's the thing is all of the shareholders elect the board of representatives who pick the people. And the shareholders, being fans, make sure that you've got people like a Leroy Butler on your board who fucking knows ball and knows the Packers and, can make sure that the Packer way gets held up through these coaching searches. And those are key members who do that. And that's part of the organizational structure, is that there is some level of fan control, at least of the folks who buy into the memorabilia.
Right. Anyway, I think the problem I see the Colts having is their offense is great. They're firing on all cylinders. By all
accounts.
Defense
is mid.
The defense, I can't tell because
it's mid.
The offense
is straight mid.
The offense is just so good that
the
it's like
is good enough that they're going to win a lot of games. But when it comes to championship time and they come up against another team, it's going to be like that Bills-Chiefs game where it's just going to be like a crazy shootout and nobody's going to be stopping nobody.
Yeah. Their defense has just been so shaky. Like, I'm hoping that they make a trade for some defensive players before the deadline because they really need to shore up their defense. That will suck for fantasy.
And their pass rush. But yeah, no, there's not really there's not a Colts defensive player right now who I would really consider strongly fantasy relevant.
No. I mean, DeForest Buckner had a game, but yeah, outside of that, I guess
that's the one name.
Nick Cross is relevant. Carly's was promising, but he's been injured. But yeah, it's basically DeForest Buckner and Nick Cross. And even then in our format,
not really.
They're pretty fringe.
Yeah,
I think Nick
because
Cross,
they're tackle dependent. Both of them.
I think Nick Cross, just to bring him up, has been is like a starting. Like I would be starting this guy every week. Like look at his numbers. He's great.
Oh, he's been playing well. Yeah, absolutely. That's starting linebacker numbers.
Outside of him, though.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's a DB.
Hell
He's
yeah.
a DB. That's what I'm saying. He's the
I'd be
Colts
starting him
defensive player that you want.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and like, yeah, good tackle numbers and some sacks and interception.
It was a really good safety.
There's some PDs in there. Yeah, good safety. Okay. Yeah.
He basically sealed this game, by the way. Just picked off Justin Herbert because he's being a bonehead.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
Yep. Yeah. Danny.
Yeah, that's
still
Danny.
got cooked though. Jordan, Travis Hunter's
talking about Travis Hunter a little bit, but we gotta get to him a little more here because he's really come in. He has arrived, as Scott said.
He has
arrived. But yeah, I mean I really find the snap percentages interesting.
He paid
right.
He played 87% of offensive snaps and 20% on defense this week. They made a point, and they even no coach speak lies here. They were serious about using him more on the offense, even though they have problems on the defense they need to shore up due to injuries and stuff. Mm-hmm. They made it a point to utilize him more as a wide receiver, and that was on full display. He looks great. Yeah. He looks really good. He finally was. Sorry, Danny, you got trashed the week that you really needed him not to do this. He did it.
Yeah.
But this is the IDP cheat code that Jordan was been waiting for here.
Yeah, and amazing that it went to Jordan, thanks to that weird draft format. But yeah, man.
Yeah,
dude.
It is what it is. I mean, Jordan did have a pretty awful year last year. He was definitely
did.
one of the worst teams in the league. Everything is just falling his way. I mean, I talked about it last week. Like, his injury luck is immaculate this season, which is really his problem last season.
You talk about DB numbers. Like, this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenally consistent.
Yeah, the consistency here. I mean, really, he's not actually producing above, at this point in the season, he's not producing above a really good DB. He's basically the best DB in terms of scoring.
He's the best DB. Yeah, exactly. He's the best DB you'll ever have.
The hope is that he is a wide receiver one, and then he's just like really game breaking.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like CMC isn't going to be around much longer. So this will be the new CMC for Jordan, whose team is, in my opinion, the favorite to win the championship this year. Just based on injury luck and the emergence of Jackson Smith and Jigba and Amon-Ra St. Brown. I don't know anyone else who has a receiver core who is producing at that level. I think maybe I am the only one that is anywhere near him in terms of like wide receiver depth. I think he's above me by a little bit. Yeah. But my guys
hard to come by.
My guys are not my guys are not producing like his is. I mean, Justin Jefferson's been dealing with bullshit offensive line quarterback carousel. So
I mean, just this lineup right here, DeAndre Swift hasn't been putting it together, but finally did this week. But
I mean, he's had 2 weeks in a row.
McCaffrey,
been fantastic.
Yeah, and McCaffrey is still the only option on that offense.
He was the oh my God, this game was so ridiculous.
This just play the Kittle clip.
Just smoked
play the Kittle clip.
Okay, we'll
right. We're gonna clip to this, but like, because this is for Kelsey as well. But
this was for Kelsey, but let's just play it here.
Yeah, no, because like.
And based on the walkthrough yesterday, I thought I was going to have 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, sorry, fantasy coaches and anybody that bet on me. My bad. Blame Kyle Shanahan, not me.
So, I thought that was AI.
Yeah.
I thought that was AI.
Reasonable to think that that's AI.
I was like, no way. I was like, no way he said that. Right.
That's an Iowa boy talking straight. He's disappointed in what the hell that turned out.
So Kittle comes in and drops a donut, He gets like two targets, doesn't catch either of them, and basically spends the whole game just tearing it up for Christian McCaffrey, who had a ridiculous performance. 22 carries and 9 targets, 82 yards through the air and 57 yards on the ground.
31 touches.
Or sorry, I was looking at the wrong week. 24 rushes, 129 on the ground, which is insane. 2 touchdowns rushing. 8 targets on 72 yards to the air. Sorry about that.
2 touches.
Insane. 41.6 points in our format. What the hell, man? He's coming for JT for that spot. I think he's behind him by a little bit, but if he can get his efficiency up, oh man. Now that Kittle's back, oh man.
He's going to get hurt. Man, Glass.
I don't know, man. Everyone else on the 49ers are fine.
Not that I'm wishing for it, but
he's literally just 25 points a week. This is just ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Jordan, get out of here with that. You motherfucker. That and
Jordan
Jason
has the closest thing to a super team we have in our league at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
and yeah.
I mean, his defense is amazing. He's got Max Crosby, who's good for a sack every week, although he's kind of having a down year because of the things that are going on with the Raiders. But he's still putting up numbers. He's scoring a ton of points.
He's
scoring a ton of points, right?
Nick Bonito's really good.
Nick Bonito's a premier edge, and then
among the best in the league.
And then Anzalone is still Anzalone. He's aging, but he's still very good. And then you got Travis Hunter. Like, what? Your team is
Travis
nuts.
Hunter in the DB slot is fucking cheap.
Your team is ridiculous,
cheap,
Jordan.
cheap
Jordan's the team to beat. I'm just saying, Jordan's the team to beat. He's far and away the best team in the league right now.
Easy.
Yep. All right, next matchup.
Yeah, now we're going to John and Kelsey. It's we're going to just use that Kittle comment as a bridge here and just start right off with the Kittle goose egg. And extra linemen we mentioned for CMC, but that was his role.
He did nothing, which is
he had a bad time.
I think Kelsey had someone else in, but then switched him in when he was declared healthy, which sucks.
Yeah,
it feels bad.
That's
it feels bad. He's been a disappointment,
ghost.
But yeah, he's a great tight end. Hopefully he stays in the league a little bit. He's 32. He's kind of in that same situation as Kelsey, where it's like, I should say Travis Kelsey, since we're talking about Kelsey. He's kind of in that same situation as Travis Kelsey, where we're all kind of waiting for the age cliff to finally hit him.
Yeah, the retirement announcement
hasn't really happened, But Travis Kelsey, to a degree, you can see he's not the same guy. We haven't really seen that with Kittle yet, but Kittle has had so many injuries. His hamstrings are approaching Julio Jones levels, shredded at this point, I'm sure. This guy has been so beat up. Yeah. He's a great football man of our era.
Yeah, absolutely.
But things have been trending up for you, Kelsey. You had a really horrible start. You rattled off a couple wins there. I mean, this is a real tough loss against John's team, who I would say is kind of middle of the pack. In terms of power ranking or whatever. John had a blow up week, and
John's really riding high off of the narrow win over me.
Yeah, that was honestly a huge momentum swing for him.
It's a huge for both of us, really.
Yeah.
Because it careens me to a 4-game losing streak, and it starts John on a pretty nice winning streak here.
Yeah, he's got a 5-2 record, which is fantastic. I mean, that's pretty much a lock for playoffs. I think the magic number is usually 8 or 9.
Usually 8 or 9. Yeah. For us, probably 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Because we usually have fairly good parity. So sometimes it's 11, but I think 10 was last year.
I've always been rooting for John. I mean, he always seems to just get shafted and doesn't make it into playoff. He never punches his ticket. It seems. Maybe this is his year. I don't know. I would like to see him and Josh in the playoffs. That'd be funny. Them playing each other. But this is a choice. Starting both of the Steelers running backs is some kind of cursed stack.
Yeah, cursed stack.
Like you got Charbonnet, man. Like him and Kenneth Walker are basically like good flex plays. I don't understand why you're starting both of the Steelers running backs. It's just that's a choice. That's a choice to me.
It doesn't make sense to me either. But
I think maybe you overthought that matchup against Cincinnati a little bit. I think that he was assuming that it was going to be a game where they get up big early and then they just run the ball a lot.
Right.
And that didn't happen. That game script didn't bear fruit. It was actually
division
competitive game.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Not that it really mattered. I mean, he still handily beat Kelsey, who, despite Quinshon Judkins and Jamar Chase having an insane week, I'm sure that on Thursday Kelsey was like, yes. But then as the weekend rolled around, it was like, no. What the fuck?
It really collapsed on her, unfortunately. And really is more of Gianti's collapse than anything.
That was not a football game. We talked about it earlier. The Chiefs
just manhandled the Raiders completely.
I've never seen a football game where they go into victory formation before the 2-minute warning like that. Like I think it was like 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock, and the Chiefs started kneeling it out, and everybody had all their timeouts still. It was like, wow, this is.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're just done.
Yeah. And then
all recognize
instead of Pete putting on practice squad players or whatever onto the third, fourth string guys out on the field, he was just like, nah, we're good. We're going home. We're good. Enough of that.
He's like, we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need to play the rest of this game. We understand what's going on here.
It was a weird game.
We all see the writing on the wall here. Come on.
That's really going to limit the upside of Gianti, though, is if they get in more game scripts like that. That is pretty much as bad as it gets.
Marvin Harrison really he's clearly a good player, but he was getting pretty well covered by Green Bay's worst corners. That's a problem. They not good.
That doesn't bode well, no. I mean,
that's the problem.
I was talking about with Kyler earlier. He has a 0 touch, but now that we have a new quarterback, if he can't produce, like if he looks the same, it's on him.
I mean, Jacoby Brissett, 2 receptions on 6 targets. 2 of those were big PBUs, and that means that the coverage is tight and they're thrown in not into great separation.
Yeah, I mean. He kind of he's just looked different in college. I mean, obviously the level of competition is much different, but in the NFL, it just seems to be possession receiver. Maybe he'll get better. I mean, Devontae Adams was terrible for 2 years.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And maybe Marvin Harrison he doesn't have like the drops problem that Devontae did, but there are ways that he can certainly improve his game and crisp up the route running and stuff like that. But who knows if he might be one of those kids that Trevor talks about who's like never really had to work until they hit the NFL, and then now he really has to hit the ground running, and it hasn't.
I mean, his dad is a legend. I can see that could be the case.
Colts legend.
It's kind of like we're seeing that same sort of thing with Shadur.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, well, time to actually. Make the rubber hit the road, and we'll see who's actually prepared or not. Right. I don't know. I wonder if that's kind of the case here. So,
yeah.
But he doesn't look right. He's getting beat by clearly inferior cornerbacks. So, he's not using his size or his body to box out well, or anything like that. He doesn't really have a focus for the ball. He looks demotivated. It's not good. Hopefully
kind of hard to blame the dude when you play for the Cardinals, who are just such a mess.
True. No doubt about that.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
Real quick about Quinshon Judkins, who is one of the superstar running backs.
One of the volume running backs of all time.
So we need to see more reception upside for him. Otherwise, he's just basically Nick Chubb 2.0, which is great. Nick Chubb is fantastic.
He's Nick Chubb too.
But The thing
Until I
is,
see otherwise.
with this game specifically, the outlook for this game going into the week was real bad due to weather, and it was bad. The weather in this game definitely affected the game script here.
It made it bad for a lot of people.
Yeah, pass catchers in this game, I predicted to just not do anything, and it would just be a run-heavy game. Lo and behold, Quinton Judkins gets 25 carries. He gets 3 touchdowns. You can see that coming from a mile away.
Big one.
Tua is cooked. I mean, the Miami Dolphins are done. I don't understand how Mike McDaniel has a job still.
He shouldn't.
It's
at
ridiculous.
This point.
I mean, it's
like real bad.
Tua fired his PR guy, and every week he's saying stupid stuff to the media. The vibes are bad.
It's bad.
Man.
The vibes are real bad. Everything's bad. Everything's bad. Nothing's good there. Jamar Chase got 1 billion targets. We talked about that a little bit with the Flacco.
Yeah, man, the Icy Hot Bowl did not disappoint.
No, that was really fun. The Old Man Bowl was great. I'm really looking forward to Rodgers coming back to Green Bay next Sunday.
Oh, that is going to be much CTV. That's Sunday Night Football, right?
Prime time, baby. Yeah,
yes,
it's really going to be good.
I don't often get excited for Packers games, as you know, but
well, look,
that
look,
is going to be good.
Here's what we can all get excited
The Packers
for.
are making a comeback, man. I'm starting to enjoy Packers football again. You had that absolute banger against the Cowboys, which I had so much fun watching that. That was like one of my favorite games in years. It was so good. And then now we get the Old Man Bowl. Hopefully, it actually delivers because I was very disappointed by.
It's the return of the old man here, and then the return of the old in the opposing uniform. Because he famously beat the Steelers.
Well, his last revenge game was pretty exciting. It was the first game of the year against the Jets. That was a damn good game. That was super fun, even though it was like defense optional. But
yeah. No, and I wonder if the Packers defense is going to do a little bit more against him this time, especially because we've got Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
and that's going to be a thing.
That'll be interesting.
And that'll be a battle. And
Steelers offensive line, man. Like you saw the clip I posted in our Discord,
they're pretty good.
Of Broderick Jones just tackling Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, no, they're doing their best to hurt him themselves. So
I saw a follow-up video where Broderick Jones was joking that it's like a running joke in the locker room now. He's going to tackle him again. He's like, I'll do it again. It's like that meme. He's like, I'll fucking do it again.
I'll fucking do it again. That's great.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The only other fantasy implication I think from this week is regards to Kelsey's roster is the Rico Dowdle emergence with Chuba Hubbard. They're trying to do the Seattle thing. They actually specifically called out they were looking at Seattle tape to see how they utilize Charbonnet and Walker, and they want to mimic that because they're like, oh, we got 2 good backs now, we should do that. So that's super great for fantasy. Yeah, because like the team that does it the most effectively is Detroit, and sometimes David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs both go off, but as we saw, David Montgomery didn't do anything for fantasy this week, and Jahmyr Gibbs did everything. If they're doing that with Carolina, I think both Kelsey and Trevor are going to be upset with Chuba and Rico. This is going to be, especially with Andy Dalton under center. I don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
Crazy.
No, it's going to be something. The Dalton line is alive and well again in 2025.
The Red Rifle's back. So I wanted to bring up this clip here. Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah, no, we got to talk about Brian Flores for a little bit.
Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores put their heads together and they're like, so how do we stop this stupid tush push thing? And this is what they came up with.
First miss of the year on a challenge. Let's see if the
So
yeah, this guy.
So just so you know,
I love this formation.
So there's a very entertaining YouTube channel I found called the O-Line Committee, and it's 2 ex-Vikings O-linemen that just talk ball. And they talk about the Vikings a lot, but they talk about the NFL in general. But it's very interesting because it comes from a perspective of the game that you don't often hear about. There's a lot of pundits out there that are quarterbacks. There's a lot of pundits that are, ex wide receivers or defensive players and things like that have a platform. But these guys are offensive linemen. I think that's pretty unique that offensive linemen in the NFL have a YouTube platform. So I've been listening to their stuff a lot, and it's been very interesting to learn more about what the life kind of behind the scenes when it comes to offensive lineman stuff. But they commented on this play in general, and it's so funny what they had to say about it, because this poor guy who they have lying down,
he's just going to take such a hit.
Yeah, so they said this is a practice squad player who hasn't played in an NFL game that they elevated to do this. And they were like, imagine being that guy, just be like, whatever you need, coach, I'll do it for you. He's like,
that's sad.
So what do I need to do? He's like, we need you to lie down.
We need you to be a shield for the push.
We're gonna have the center from the Eagles just smash his helmet right into your ribs, like the part of your pads where there isn't anything.
Where there isn't anything, we're just gonna hit you right there.
Yeah. So they were like, everyone else is going to say this is genius. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And they said when they saw this, they cracked up because they were like, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Because they're the offensive linemen. They've seen it from this side of the ball.
No, yeah, exactly.
They're like, if they see someone on the defense lie down like that, and they're just like, we're going to kill him.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
They were hamming it up about this. It was so funny. But anyway,
here we go. Because the best thing about it is it works. Trips him up.
Insane.
So funny.
Yeah, go check out that podcast. It's the O-line committee on YouTube. It's very entertaining. I know it's like Vikings. You hate the Vikings and stuff, but it's fucking awesome. It's great content.
I can get down with former players too.
Yeah, they're good old boys. And they have like their buddy who like played in high school and never did shit. That they always are giving shit. He's like the Steve of the group. It's
right.
You gotta have a Steve.
Yeah, you gotta have a Steve. It's
always,
important.
Always.
All right, let's get Joe's and Matt's here done, and we can round this sucker out real quick. We don't have a lot to talk about on this one.
Yep.
This is kind of our.
So Joe somehow beat Matt.
You got to bring up the match.
That I do. So Joe somehow beat Matt.
Not somehow. I mean, he scored 200.
Matt is a powerhouse. Okay. No, Matt, you're down bad. I mean, we all know what's going on with Matt. He's selling players like crazy. He's just acquiring draft capital. This is not his year. He knows.
No, it's rough times.
Caleb Williams, you know how I feel about him. I talked about him earlier. He was bad.
Yeah.
He was real bad. Against the Saints, man. It's funny because you could tell.
You got to be better.
Spencer Rattler, who was drafted in the same class as him, starting for the Saints, was like, yo, y'all made a mistake, NFL. You should have picked me. And he tried to be the hero, and he absolutely shit his pants, and he probably lost his job. So it absolutely...
They had a pretty much equivalent stat line.
It was terrible.
That's what's rough. It
was terrible. This is a game that I'm sure Bears fans just want to forget about. It's like, don't...
Yeah, no, that was bad.
Like, we won. I never want to think about that game ever again.
No, it was real bad.
It's one of those games. On the bright side, though,
we got CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb's back.
Yeah, he's having a good game.
He's going to be just, hurting his draft position every week just a little bit.
Absolutely.
Matt's probably like, no, you can rest, man. I need you next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they absolutely smoked Washington. I mean, dude, Washington is a mess right now.
It's bad.
They were one-hit wonder last year. I think so. They're frauds.
Probably.
Jaden has been really beat up.
Without Eckler, it's really big holes at the running back position, and Bill is not, there fully yet. It's still touch and go. line play is bad. Jaden Daniels is playing hurt for the past 2 games, so that's been part of the problem there. But still not looking great, and probably won't be in the next few games. Still hurt. So,
I mean,
rough for him.
Yeah,
but
the
that's the way it goes.
The Bill stuff is interesting. I mean, seventh round rookie. It's a cool story. The coaching staff really like him.
It's. I hope he succeeds. But
I wouldn't be surprised if they draft a guy next year, and this just ends up being an even messier fantasy situation. But who knows?
Because they're gonna have to replace Eckler with somebody, and good for Bill.
Chris Rodriguez and Jeremy McNichols are not the answer there. They're definitely just depth guys.
No, obviously. Bill is clearly the person to lead that out.
Yeah, I mean,
but he's not on either of these rosters, so we should stop talking about Bill and start talking about J-Mo and his sad donut.
This is tough, man.
You gambison and you lose some.
This game was so disappointing.
That was a rough one.
I was so hyped for the Tampa Bay Detroit game. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be high flying offenses on both sides. The Detroit Lions are all beat up in the secondary. Baker Mayfield's gonna torch them, and then it was like, oh, Mike Evans and Igbuka are back. Let's go. This is gonna be so good because the Lions offense is at full strength.
Oh man!
And then Mike Evans just dies. Like, he just has the most insane
That's
injury.
The worst.
Like, he gets knocked out and breaks his clavicle in the same play.
Yeah,
and then after that,
done for the season.
Everyone was complaining like, "Oh, Baker sucks. Like, why is he playing so bad? This is all Baker can't, complete a pass or like."
Right.
What happened?
Dude is getting harried the entire game.
I was watching the game. I was like, "We watching the same game as these idiots on the internet." Like
Aiden Hutchinson is in his lap all fucking game long.
Yeah, he was making him panic. It got to him, and then finally, Tampa Bay looks vulnerable because he just looked unbeatable. It's like outside of like a couple mistakes in the game against the Eagles, they should be undefeated, right? And then finally, the Lions get to him, and it was very one-sided. Jahmyr Gibbs had a day. Like, wow. He
really did.
Destroyed them.
He absolutely did. He
saved me in our stupid redraft league where Ben was Matt was just coming at me with his Christian McCaffrey bullshit. And Jahmyr Gibbs then just counterpunched, brought me back into it, and I ended up winning. Like, let's go. But Gibbs was amazing in this game. Very impressed.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Such a good running back.
Yeah, it really is. He really is. Great pickup.
I mean, Matt is definitely down for the count this year. Cam Scatterby was like this one player that was like doing stuff for him consistently, and then traded him to me. And now he's got a bunch of Jalen Waddle inconsistent games because Miami's down bad. And I mean, this isn't good. Just Gambison.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great way to secure that number 1 pick.
Yep. And then maybe you'll have to dump Isaiah Davis because if Breece Hall gets traded and Isaiah Davis turns into a thing,
that max PF is going to be rough.
But I don't.
We'll find out.
Isaiah Davis is a scat back. He's always going to be.
He's not going to be a complete back.
Yeah,
but that's.
He plays smaller than his size might indicate to me.
I want to contrast you right now between Isaiah Davis and Monongai.
Monongai showed up.
Because he showed up for sure. But I think they're both like kind of sneaky's on their way to being the number 1 back for their offenses.
I mean, yeah, for now. The thing about Monongai though is similarly, it's going to be an uphill battle for them because I can definitely see Chicago either in free agency or trading for one of these premier running backs.
Right? Yeah, trying to get Breece Hall or something.
If Kamanungai next season they don't draft a promising rookie and isn't making splashes in training camp, I can see him being the guy for the next couple seasons, right?
Yeah.
This is cool to see. I'm happy for Joe. I know he was like, please
He was high on this dude.
I need a running back that isn't Isaiah Pacheco because wow.
Yeah.
I need a second guy.
He needs a Manon guy.
But yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
But also
he did it.
weird game because the Saints. So we'll see what they do against Baltimore.
Right. We've actually already covered half the points we wanted to for Joe with Mike Evans and Jahmyr Gibbs. So the last thing we have to talk about is AJ Brown.
AJ Brown, yep.
AJ Brown showing up. Finally.
Yeah, he
after last week's kind of sparks, he finally kicked it fully into gear.
Yeah, when he got into the end zone. Actually, if you watch the clip again, that was like not how it was called up. He stopped on his route and was like, I'm just going to keep going. And just ran into the end zone. And Jalen Hurts dotted him up for that monster touchdown.
It's like,
here
we go.
Yeah. And
that got it all started. And then it's like, oh, we're just playing backyard football now.
Yeah.
Against the Vikings.
They absolutely trounced the Vikings. The Vikings just looked unprepared and lost.
They were not ready for that. Yeah. And yeah, you know. They got kind of owned.
All right. Well, that's all the matchups.
Yeah, we got a real quick tour over into the Chopped League.
Martha's prep station.
Martha cut her finger and bled all over the prep station, and now it has to be sanitized and removed from play.
What happened, Steve? I guess it was Justin Jefferson having a very midweek. Mike Evans injury. If you get an injury in this league, you are cooked. You are absolutely cooked. You are so cooked.
I was cooked well before the Mike Evans injury, and Mike Evans, if he had like a monster game, could have maybe like cascaded me up into something. But Justin Jefferson fucking up, Daniel Carlson scoring nothing, Jordan Love having a very bad, no good game.
Oh, that's right. Daniel Carlson literally scored no points because the Raiders scored no points. Why did you pick him? Were you expecting him to like at least get to like stall? Were you expecting stalled offenses?
I was expecting that there to be a bunch of run. Oh fuck, we got far enough, and our returners are good. So here, let's kick a field goal, and it was going to be like 31-9.
But instead, it was like one of the greatest
3 50-yard field goals, but it was in fact a bunch of shutouts because they didn't even get that far.
Yeah, the Vegas had like 40 yards or something. It was insane.
I put too much trust in Janty, and McMillan didn't have he had an okay game, but yeah, basically a bunch of things conspired against me all at once. Where I got rolled on out. I had a bunch of dudes on bye or injured this week too, so I was kind of in one of my danger weeks. So
yeah,
it didn't get me on Packers bye week, but it got me on this one. So that's it for me. I'm toast.
You're cooked.
I still
don't
understand
the horns. The horns, like
I think I do. Hell? Ben's the only one who's chopped and has all of his waiver.
Oh, is that what it is? That can't be, because John's still in it, right?
Oh yeah, no. Well, and I guess Trevor's out, and he's got all of his shit still, right?
Yeah, he got chopped. Yeah, that's not it. We don't know. Yeah, it's a mystery.
I don't know.
Danny, you have to figure it out.
We got to figure it out. You're on, Danny. We're officially putting you on the case. It's a commissioner's directive.
This is such a fun. I love this because I've always wanted.
It's a great format.
I've always wanted to do a guillotine league, but I never wanted to run it because it's like doing it manually. It would be a goddamn nightmare. And then your friends can't. Once they're kicked out of the league, they can't see the league. So it's just like, who cares? But like everyone can sit here and watch it.
A lot more fun and just be like, oh.
It's also cool because it ends like right before fantasy playoffs. Like it's around that point. You know,
it just kind of like finishes itself off, and yeah, it's also a fun, like, good bragging rights format. Yeah. So, good luck next week, everyone not named Skot.
Yep. As you know, defense wins championship.
It sure fucking does.
And Steve still sucks. Sorry.
And yeah, fuck you, Skot. We gotta wait, hold on. If we're gonna do a Steve sucks, we might as well go hard in the paint. and hit it with a
Steve sucks.
Yeah,
which is really
that's
good.
what I'm talking
like,
about.
we gotta go hard if we're gonna do it. We can have some fun with it.
Fair enough. All right, we'll see you
All
guys
right.
next week. Peace out.
Have a good one, y'all.